Ever wonder why the 2025 Toyota Corolla feels like it runs on rocket fuel instead of regular gasoline? Of course, it doesn't literally launch you into orbit, but what Toyota has built is something almost as futuristic. The Corolla has always been the sensible choice, but in 2025, it manages to feel more advanced, more efficient, and more rewarding than you might expect from a compact sedan. With hybrid technology, strong fuel economy, and Toyota's legendary reliability, the Corolla doesn't just drive, it glides, and it does so in a way that saves you money. Stick with me for the next 19 minutes, because by the end of this review, you'll understand why the Corolla feels rocket-powered and how it stacks up against rivals like the Honda Civic and Nissan Sentra in the Middle Eastern market. The rocket fuel metaphor. So, what do I mean when I say the Corolla feels like it runs on rocket fuel? Of course, it doesn't literally launch into space, but the way Toyota engineers have fine-tuned the 2025 Corolla makes its efficiency feel almost otherworldly. Rockets are designed to maximize every drop of energy, squeezing out range and precision, and the Corolla applies the same philosophy to everyday driving. In its hybrid version, powered by a 1.8-liter petrol engine paired with an electric motor, the Corolla delivers fuel economy figures of up to 27.6 kilometers per liter under ideal conditions. That's not just impressive, it places the Corolla among the most fuel-efficient sedans available today, a crucial advantage for drivers across the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and other parts of the Middle East where long commutes and highway travel are the norm. Even if you opt for the more conventional 2.0-liter petrol engine, the story doesn't change much. Toyota has managed to engineer it to achieve around 19 to 20 kilometers per liter, which is remarkable for a car of this size and power class. This balance is what makes the Corolla feel like it's powered by rocket fuel. You get the range of a larger tank without the burden of constantly stopping to refill. In regions where fuel prices may fluctuate and where drivers cover long distances between cities like Riyadh, Jeddah, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi, this efficiency is not just a bonus, it's peace of mind. The Corolla transforms everyday commutes into effortless journeys, gliding through traffic or eating up kilometers on the highway with minimal fuel use. It's not about raw horsepower or speed, it's about intelligent energy use, where every liter feels like it's stretched to its maximum potential. Rocket efficiency without rocket prices. One of the most surprising things about the 2025 Toyota Corolla is that this futuristic efficiency doesn't come with a futuristic price tag. Toyota has made the Corolla accessible to a wide range of buyers, from first-time car owners to young professionals and even families looking for a reliable daily driver. In the UAE, the Corolla lineup starts at AED $76,900 for the entry-level 1.6-liter XLI, a price point that makes it one of the most attainable sedans in its class. For buyers who want to step up in comfort and features, the GLI trim is available at AED $82,900, while the 2.0-liter XLI, offering more power and versatility, comes in at AED $83,900. And for those looking to experience the best of Toyota's engineering, the hybrid variant is priced at AED $87,900, a figure that feels modest considering the savings in fuel costs over the car's lifetime. The story is similar in Saudi Arabia, where the Corolla begins at SAR $78,660 and climbs to $109,940 for the fully loaded hybrid GLI MR. This pricing structure means that buyers in the kingdom can choose a Corolla that fits their budget without compromising on quality, whether they're seeking basic practicality or advanced technology. The key here is accessibility. Toyota hasn't just built an efficient car, they've made sure it's within reach of the very audience who values reliability, economy, and resale power. When you place the Corolla side by side with competitors, the value proposition becomes even clearer. The Honda Civic, for instance, is a fantastic car in its own right, but in the UAE, its base model is priced closer to AED $127,000 AED, and the sport trim can push that number even higher. That's nearly $40,000 AED more than what you'd pay for a well-equipped Corolla hybrid, a difference that cannot be ignored by buyers making practical financial decisions. The Nissan Sentra, on the other hand, is more competitive in terms of price, starting around 71,000 AED, but it lacks Toyota's hybrid technology and doesn't deliver the same long-term resale value. Over a few years of ownership, the Corolla often proves cheaper not only because of lower fuel costs, but also because it holds its value better when the time comes to sell or trade in. In short, the Corolla manages to deliver rocket-like efficiency without requiring rocket-sized budgets. It's the perfect example of Toyota's ability to blend cutting-edge engineering with affordability, offering Middle Eastern buyers a car that is both aspirational and attainable.
Performance. Everyday rocket power. Performance in the 2025 Corolla is not about breaking lap records. It's about delivering a refined, balanced experience that works flawlessly for daily life. The base 1.6-liter petrol engine produces around 119 horsepower, which may not sound like much on paper, but in practice, it feels just right for navigating city streets in Dubai, Riyadh, or Jeddah. It's smooth, dependable, and efficient, giving drivers the confidence to weave through traffic without straining the engine. For buyers who want a little more punch, Toyota offers the 2.0-liter petrol option. With 168 horsepower and 200 Newton-meters of torque, it transforms the Corolla into a surprisingly capable highway cruiser. Whether you're merging onto Sheikh Zayed Road in Dubai or overtaking on the long stretches between Riyadh and Dammam, the 2.0-liter engine gives you the extra muscle you need without compromising fuel economy. But the real star of the show is the 1.8-liter hybrid. It doesn't deliver neck-snapping acceleration like a turbocharged sports car, but that's not its mission. Instead, it prioritizes smoothness and efficiency, blending petrol and electric power seamlessly. In heavy stop-and-go traffic, the hybrid often switches into full electric mode, making the car eerily silent while sipping almost no fuel at all. It's this calm, refined experience, along with the fuel economy figures approaching 27.6 kilometers per liter, that makes the hybrid feel like you've unlocked a hidden advantage in everyday driving. The Corolla Hybrid's serenity in traffic is almost futuristic, like piloting a quiet shuttle rather than a conventional sedan. When stacked up against the competition, the Corolla's philosophy becomes clear. The Honda Civic is the more enthusiastic performer, with its turbocharged 1.5-liter engine pushing out roughly 180 horsepower, and its hybrid trims going even further with around 200 horsepower. This gives the Civic a sharper, more engaging edge for buyers who love spirited weekend drives or want a sedan that feels sporty at heart. The Nissan Sentra, meanwhile, plays things safe. Depending on the market, it comes with engines producing between 118 and 149 horsepower. This places it closer to the Corolla's base trims in output, but it lacks the hybrid option that sets Toyota apart. For Middle Eastern buyers who value efficiency over outright thrills, the Corolla Hybrid stands in a class of its own. It offers usable performance without asking you to pay more at the fuel pump. Design and interior, a cockpit for everyday pilots. Stepping inside the Corolla, you're greeted with Toyota's long-standing design philosophy. Keep it simple, make it durable, and ensure that it's comfortable for everyday use. The base trims are practical and straightforward, featuring fabric seats, manual air conditioning, and halogen headlights. Everything is laid out with purpose, and while it doesn't scream luxury, it feels robust enough to withstand years of use in hot Middle Eastern climates. The materials may not be flashy, but they're built to last, which is a big part of why Corollas are known for staying in excellent shape even after years on the road. As you climb the trim ladder, the Corolla begins to feel more premium. GLI and hybrid variants come equipped with LED headlights, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, automatic climate control, and an upgraded sound system. The infotainment is anchored by an 8-inch touchscreen that supports both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, making it easy for drivers to stay connected on long commutes. Higher trims also bring in thoughtful touches like wireless phone charging, push-button start, and more refined finishes. These details don't just add convenience, they make the Corolla feel like a car designed with the driver's everyday comfort in mind, almost like a cockpit built for smooth daily missions. In short, it's not just a place to sit, it's a space designed to support you on every journey.
Safety. When it comes to safety, Toyota has built a reputation that few automakers can rival, and the 2025 Corolla continues that tradition with an impressive suite of protections. Even in its base trims, the Corolla is equipped with essential systems like ABS, multiple airbags, electronic stability control, and tire pressure monitoring. These features work quietly in the background, ensuring stability in sharp corners, better grip during sudden stops, and added reassurance when navigating slick or sandy roads, conditions that are all too common in the Middle East. The Corolla also employs Toyota's high-rigidity GOA body structure, designed to absorb and redirect crash energy away from passengers. For families and young drivers alike, this engineering gives the Corolla a strong shield of confidence. Higher trims elevate safety further by including advanced driver assist technologies, such as lane keep assist, brake assist, and rear-view cameras. These aren't just add-ons, they're tools that make long-distance highway travel across Saudi Arabia or the UAE less tiring and significantly safer. Globally, the Corolla has been recognized as one of the safest compact sedans on the market, which explains why parents often recommend it to their children as a first car. Its predictable handling and solid build make it one of the most forgiving and confidence-inspiring sedans to drive. Against its rivals, the Corolla holds its ground firmly. The Honda Civic is no slouch, boasting Honda Sensing, an advanced safety suite that includes adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking, and highly responsive lane-keeping systems. On paper, the Civic offers slightly more futuristic tech, appealing to drivers who like cutting-edge features. However, Toyota edges ahead in terms of real-world perception. Buyers trust Corolla safety because of decades of proven reliability, crash performance, and consistency across markets. The Nissan Sentra offers the basics, such as airbags and stability systems, but it lags behind when it comes to higher-level driver assistance. Especially in its lower trims, the Sentra simply cannot match the Corolla or Civic in offering peace of mind during daily drives and long family road trips. This is where the Corolla truly earns its reputation, not just by meeting global safety standards, but by exceeding the expectations of everyday drivers. It delivers a sense of calm on crowded city streets, reassurance on high-speed highways, and trust on unpredictable desert roads. For Middle Eastern buyers, that peace of mind makes safety not just a feature, but a promise Toyota keeps every single time you turn the key. Ownership, the smart investment. Owning a Corolla isn't just about what it delivers on the road. It's about the peace of mind it provides long after the purchase. Toyota has designed the Corolla to be one of the most affordable cars to maintain in its class. In the UAE, for instance, scheduled servicing is recommended every 10,000 kilometers or 6 months, with average costs between AED 500 and AED 700. This makes the Corolla far cheaper to run compared to rivals, and given Toyota's widespread service network across the Middle East, finding affordable and genuine service is rarely a hassle. For young professionals or families on a budget, that level of predictability is invaluable. Resale value is another area where the Corolla shines. Thanks to its bulletproof reputation, the Corolla retains up to 70% of its value after 3 years, which is significantly higher than many competitors. This makes it a smart financial move, almost like a savings plan on wheels. You invest upfront, enjoy years of reliable driving, and when the time comes to sell or upgrade, you get back a healthy portion of what you spent. That's something few cars in this segment can match. Emotional connection, the everyday rocket. What truly makes the Toyota Corolla special isn't just the numbers on its spec sheet, it's the bond it builds with its drivers over time. This isn't the kind of car that screams for attention with dramatic styling or thunderous exhaust notes. Instead, it quietly earns your trust every single day. It's the car that starts without hesitation in the scorching heat of a Dubai summer afternoon, that carries families safely along endless Saudi highways, and that helps young professionals save money on fuel while juggling the demands of daily life. That consistency, day after day is what transforms a car from a simple machine into a loyal companion. Over years of ownership, Corolla drivers often realize that the car has become more than just transport. It has become part of their routine, almost like a dependable friend. That reliability fosters loyalty, and it's no coincidence that many Corolla owners eventually return to the dealership to buy another one. The Corolla doesn't need to dazzle because its greatest strength is trust, and trust is priceless. In a way, it's like a rocket that launches every single day without failure, delivering you safely to your destination and asking for very little in return. It doesn't promise thrills, it promises certainty. And for many people in the Middle East, that's exactly what they want in their daily driver. And that's where the Corolla shines brightest. It becomes more than a purchase, it becomes peace of mind. It's a car that grows with you, adapts to your needs, and never lets you down no matter the road ahead. In the end, that quiet dependability is what makes it one of the most emotionally satisfying choices in the region. The verdict: Corolla versus Civic versus Sentra. So, when you line up the Toyota Corolla against its key rivals, the Honda Civic and the Nissan Sentra, which one makes the most sense? The answer depends on what you value most as a driver. If your priority is a sharper driving experience with more horsepower, sportier handling, and a cabin that feels closer to entry-level luxury, then the Honda Civic stands out. It's engaging, modern, and stylish, but that premium comes at a cost, with higher purchase prices and slightly more expensive maintenance. The Civic is for buyers who want to stand out a little more, even if it means paying extra. On the other end of the spectrum, the Nissan Sentra appeals to budget-conscious buyers. It's simple, functional, and affordable, making it a fair deal for someone who just needs a no-frills sedan to get around. But with no hybrid option, weaker resale value, and less long-term confidence in reliability, it doesn't quite compete on the same level as Toyota or Honda in the Middle East. But the Corolla strikes the golden balance. It may not be the sportiest or the cheapest, but it is the most complete package. It delivers excellent fuel economy, competitive pricing, outstanding safety, and rock-solid resale value, all wrapped up in Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. For young professionals who need an affordable but modern daily driver, for families who prioritize safety and cost of ownership, and for anyone who wants peace of mind with their purchase, the 2025 Corolla emerges as the clear winner. It doesn't just feel like it's running on rocket fuel, it feels like it was engineered with the same precision and reliability as a spacecraft designed to succeed on every mission. Affordable to buy, cheap to run, and dependable for years, the Corolla truly is the everyday rocket ship for the roads of the Middle East. It's not just transportation, it's confidence, consistency, and value in one reliable package. And for most buyers, that combination is simply unbeatable. So why does this car feel like it uses rocket fuel instead of gasoline? Because Toyota engineered it to maximize efficiency, minimize waste, and deliver unwavering reliability. The 2025 Corolla isn't just another sedan. It's a symbol of smart engineering and value designed for drivers who want peace of mind as much as performance. In a region where fuel costs, long commutes, and resale values matter, the Corolla stands tall. Remember, you don't need rocket fuel to feel like you're flying, you just need the right car. And for many in the Middle East, that car is the Toyota Corolla. If you enjoyed this video review, hit like, subscribe for more insights, and drop a comment below. Would you choose the Corolla, the Civic, or the Sentra? Let's talk about which car deserves to be the rocket in your garage.